The content on this channel is for informational and educational purposes only. Please contact a professional when it comes to your financial needs. We talk a lot about buying cryptocurrency, buying real estate as a way to build your generational wealth. How about let's talk about dividends, owning stocks, holding stocks, and getting paid those dividends either annually, quarterly, or monthly. What are they? Do you have the discipline to do that? Just holding on to some stuff instead of trying to trade it? We're going to get into it right here, right now on the Ujama Network. Let's get to it. So, what is a dividend? Well, a dividend is a unit of ownership. It means that you own this much of a company. This part of the company is yours. Now, think of it like a pie. You got the whole pie. You are sole proprietor. You own the company. That's your baby, right? You alone are the only person that can receive payments and profits from that company. But what public companies do is they cut up that pie into different shares, and each share is an instrument of ownership of that company, which entitles you to a share of that company's profit, which is pretty cool. And if you think about it in terms of generational wealth building, you buy shares of stock versus putting your money in a bank, your shares are still going to be worth something, right? Whatever the price goes up and down for, but you're also getting paid dividends. Now, this is important in building generational wealth. You always want to have your money work for you, and this is an example of how you do that. But I'm going to show you right here how I'm going to go ahead and purchase a share on Robinhood. Now, before we purchase the stock, let's talk about what a dividend yield is. And that is basically the percentage of growth or return you get off of owning that stocks in the terms of getting paid dividends. So, for example, let's take a company that is selling shares of stock for $20 a share, and that company pays $1 per share. So you take your $20, and at the end of the year, after you purchase that stock, you get $1. What is the rate of return on that? Well, that's a math equation. It's 1 divided by 20. One share of stock divided by the $20 you paid for that stock, and that gives you 0.5 or 5%, basically. It's a 5% return rate. That's your dividend yield. And keep that information when you make your decisions on buying stock. If you want a certain dollar amount, you're going to have to buy that much in stock to achieve that dollar amount based on the dividend yield. Now, let's just put that into practice. I'm just going to go over here to Robinhood. And instead of going down my list of investing opportunities, I've already got a particular stock I'm looking at buying. All right, let's look at Verizon. That's VZ. And I'm just going to go here and click on that stock. And there it is. All right, it's trading at $43 per share. Now I can look at how that has stacked up in the past. Back in April of 2000, it was around $58, but it's around $43 now, but it's stable. On Robinhood, you got the option to go ahead and look at what that dividend yield is in relation to its price. So it's paying a 6%, over 6% yield on that $43. To go ahead and initiate that purchase, let's just go ahead and do a buy order. I'm going to buy 2 shares of stock, and it's going to be probably about 98, no, 90 or $89, somewhere around there. Just about 2 shares. I'm going to go ahead and review my order, and I need to deposit some cash into my account because I didn't have enough in there. I only had $11. So let's go ahead and deposit the rest of that money. I'm going to get it from my bank account and put it in my individual account, review my terms, and I'm going to transfer 77 bucks. And now I own 2 shares of Verizon stock. Continue. And I don't want to do it every day or anything like that, set up any reoccurring things. I'm just going to buy stock as I see fit. That's it. Now, the name of the game is just keep adding to your generational wealth. It's just money I'm going to put aside. Keep that stock there. The stock is still worth the 43 bucks. And you're going to keep on adding and building your generational wealth. Holding on to the stock you've purchased is creating passive income in the form of dividends. Now, let's exercise some discipline. I'm going to take those earnings and reinvest into the stock. So you're just growing your investment just by holding on to it. Every time a payment is made, instead of sending it to your bank account, you send it back into the stock. Once you get to a level where you have so much stock that it's hitting some major numbers, passive income becomes real, and that's based on your ownership. So keep saving. Now, there's a program that Robinhood has, or a plan, that's called the Dividend Reinvestment Plan. That's just drip. We're going to go ahead and show you how to set that up in Robinhood. Drip can be found on the search bar. It's dividend reinvestment under quick links. Be cautious because there's another stock called Drip that's just called letters. I'm not going to worry about that. Let's just forget about that for now. To get to where we need to make those changes, let's go over to your accounts, click on settings. Actually, going to click on investing. And from investing, you're going to go down to dividend reinvestment enabled. These are the settings here. Back in settings and investing, there's a dividend reinvestment, and it's already turned on. It's turned on automatically. But that is a way to set it and forget it so that whenever you earn any dividends, it's going back to buy more of that stock, little bits at a time. Creating passive income is the name of the game. This is a surefire way to do this without doing the trading part. I understand the need to make quick, fast money more than anybody, probably, but sometimes slow and steady just wins the race. You don't have to even think about this. Make this an automatic kind of thing. At least that's what I'm going to do. Again, we don't offer financial advice here, but I'm telling you what I'm doing and how to do it. What you want to do, what I want to do, is to set up something that I don't even miss the money. Whatever amounts of money I'm able to put in, if I'm only able to buy 1 share of stock per month, at the end of the year, that's 12 shares of stock. I want to get to the point where I have thousands of shares of stock so that when those dividend payments come in, that's enough to fund my lifestyle without losing any of those assets, which in this hand is stock. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'll talk to you later.